Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, Hollywood Brown. Look, I know that there's been games as Raven fans that we look back and we look at Hollywood Brown and we say, oh my God, what happened to your hands? Wake up! But then, when I look at Hollywood Brown, especially in the playoffs, right? I say, man, he was that guy. But to me, he's more than that. He was the unbridled, sacrificial lamb for changes to happen in Baltimore. Look, so when we're looking at Lamar Jackson, the dynamic that is between a quarterback and a wide receiver, you draft a guy that he is great friends with, draft the guy where he is from, you draft the guy that he trusts, and you draft the guy who is in his ear. Okay? Everybody, when it came to the Ravens, was trying to be the good soldier. Everybody. Everyone was like, oh, this is part of the team, If we don't get any targets and they're not using us, it just is what it is. And everybody was just playing their part, being shush and not letting anything happen. But there's an old saying, sometimes when you want change, you either got to fight back or speak up. And that's what Hollywood Brown was. All the way from the, why do you have soldiers if you don't use them, to him calling out the offensive play calling, to him calling out the philosophy, the lack of targets, the lack of diversity in the offense, all these things. Complained so much so that he was gone. Look, they didn't want to pay him the 5th year. He was gone. This was a mutual separation. Hollywood's like, look, I want to go somewhere that's going to highlight my talents. And the Ravens are saying, well, you weren't what we thought you were going to be. And on top of it, you complain a lot, right? That was the narrative that was pitched to all of the Raven flock. All of us. I remember Raven fans saying, yo, he's a big complainer. How you going to complain with that many drops? But here's the thing. He was right. Hollywood Brown was the straw that broke the camel's back. Because what it did was, him leaving, he said, you know what, I cover up a lot. Y'all think y'all got my replacement with Bateman? You think that that's the guy? You think he's so fly? You're thinking that this offense, if you just have one pass catcher and Lamar, it's enough. And Mark Andrews, no problem. I'm going to go over to greener pastures and let's see what you do. And the Ravens went forward with just Bateman. Bateman got hurt. Duvernay got hurt. Heck, even Tylan Wallace got hurt. So you were down to who? And Hollywood's laughing. Now look, I truly feel and I truly think that he might feel a little salty right now being over there with the Cardinals. Because as much as Kyler might be one of his guys, because remember, that was his quarterback in college, that might be his guy. Him and Lamar from the same place. There's family ties with Lamar and Hollywood. That after football, they're going to be cool. They're going to be good after football. You know where I'm coming from? Nothing's going to change with that. They're good. So there's no, oh my God, you're gone and I'm done with you. What happens a lot of the times in the NFL. Right? So in my mind, I think he's a little salty. Remember, he had to leave. He did all that stuff. Now he's on the Cardinals on a team that looks like it's rebuilding. Quarterback's coming off of a major injury. You lost your running mate in DeAndre Hopkins. J.J. Watt, one of your vocal leaders, is gone and retired. Like, your coach that you had, he got fired. Like, it's just nothing but a tailspin. Tailspin. Honey, up and we creeping to another tailspin. Spin it. If you in your 30s, you know exactly what song that's from. You know exactly what cartoon that's from. But I feel sorry for Hollywood because when the playoffs came, he was probably the most dependable offensive piece that we had. And out of everything that he said and did, he ended up being correct. There was changes that needed to be made. They outgrown the offensive system that was in place, and they weren't using the weapons at their disposal. Because after all that happened, remember, J.K. was mad, Lamar was mad, Bateman was mad. The only person that you didn't hear be mad that was a star on the team was Mark Andrews. And you already know he loved Greg Roman because why? Because it's a tight end centric offense. But tell me in the comments, do y'all feel sorry for Hollywood? Because everyone will be like, nah, I don't feel sorry for him. He dropped balls during games and everything and stuff like that. During the playoffs, he was like gangbusters. That's number one. And number two, it was helpful through his vocalness that instituted or prompted or started the movement for change that we are now reaping the benefits from. So I got to ask y'all, do y'all feel sorry for Hollywood Brown, the position that he's in now? And if so, would you be mad if the Ravens down the line ever brought him back? Because I liked Hollywood. I think that he has immense talent. The problem is he's a small guy. He's a slot guy to me. You know what I mean? I think they were out using him out of position. When you have a guy like Hollywood, you need a bigger receiver next to him. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Tyler Lockett got Metcalf. You know what I mean? If you're a smaller guy, you need a big guy next to you. It gives the smaller guy the ability to be moved around the formation while the big guy takes that X role. And we never had that in Baltimore. We just didn't have it. And to me, you know, at the end of the day, Hollywood's like a $160. He's not a big man. He's fast, though. Fast. But, you know, I was thinking about that today. I'm like, yo, Hollywood was talking nothing but truth, talking all facts. People was mad at him about it. He leaves, goes to another team, and then the wheels fall off for the Ravens. You know what I mean? And we were on the cusp of losing Lamar Jackson. So, you know what I mean? I'm at a point now where I feel for Hollywood. Because a lot of times the person that takes all the beatings isn't the one that gets to reap the benefits from their sacrifice. It's been like that through the history of mankind, through politics, through sports, through education. The one that has to endure the most to be the sacrificial lamb never gets to reap the benefits from their sacrifices. It's the people that come after them that get to reap it. So, and I want to say this because no Raven fans have been saying this. To Hollywood Brown, I want to say thank you. You know why? Because once again, he was an integral part in helping the philosophy change that is now taking place in Baltimore. And if you can't recognize that, you are lying to yourself, you are lying about the team, and you are being delusional. So from the Wunderkind Show, I want to say thank you, Hollywood Brown, for being that sacrificial lamb. You know where I'm coming from? Because guess what? So many dominoes had to fall for us to finally change our philosophy. And one of the biggest dominoes, if not the biggest domino, was Hollywood Brown speaking up and Hollywood Brown wanting out. So from a Raven fan, thank you. Because I truly believe this is the year where we win, and we win big. And you're not going to be able to be here for it. But I want to say thank you because guess what? Not all heroes wear capes. And I salute you, sir. And that's another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you all for watching. Y'all know what it already is. It's fun and jokes, but it's rooted in facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, just be respectful. That's all I ask. And if you would like to donate, bottom of the screen is a QR code for the Cash App for this platform. And it's in the description of every video that we do. And the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Also available is the Patreon. If you want extra access, be closer, win things, be part of fantasy football, join the Wunderkind the Wunderkind Patreon. So much is going to be there, especially when the league year starts back, and it's going to be more than worth it. So go out there and support and become a patron. But once again, it's the Wunderkind Show. This show is not just signing off, and as always, you guys know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.